Manor Lords has filled a void within that I never knew I had. At times I just have to stop and take everything in that it has to offer. This time I'll be taking a journey to test out every single new feature in the game, well, as best as I can based on the region, and take on our 3 rivals to rule over the lands surrounding the lake. Grab yourself a drink, soak in the atmosphere, and let's get stuck in. Oh, everything looks so different. It's going to take some getting used to, right? Let's just take a second here and get stuck in. Build up your town. Yep. Claim all opponents' regions. So I've got to take over everything here. So our region then, we've got salt. We've got, well, let's just zoom out. We've got stone, we've got salt, we've got mushrooms, and we've got clay. So mushrooms, there's different affinities, all that sort of stuff. There we go. Let's get some basic roads and stuff in as well. The usual. And let's basically just play at 1x here. This should be pretty fun. As we get our little villagers. And you forget how glorious this is when you haven't played for a few months, right? It's been quite some time since I last played. But here we are. Let's check out the lake and everything about it. Oh, the mountains in the back. But that is something to get excited about right there. All of this looks glorious. And look at that little pass over there. So this bit over here is going to be super cool because if you can fight, oh yeah, fighting on this top bit, that's going to be immense. So our region then, all we've got is fish from the lake here and mushrooms. So that's what we've got to contend with. Now, we're not after anything other than testing a few things out. We have got to get our bearings. So we'll try our best to make it look nice whilst trying to say somewhat efficient here, and we'll just get in some nice roads to make a beautiful little town. And the forager's hut is both berries and mushrooms now. That is super cool. We don't have a hunter's cabin, so we're mainly going to be grabbing this one. There's our logging camp, so we'll get everyone in there. Look at this. You get maintenance. I mean, we'll leave that so we don't have any. How many tools do we actually start with? We started with 10, right? I'm just going to put 3 people in there. There's a lot of things to consider right now based on this. I don't know whether that maintenance means we can't do too much. Let's just see. But each one basically is going to tell us how much yield we have. So we'll just get food, wood, and firewood up and running anyway, and then we'll crack on. I'll probably grab these mushrooms whilst we can, and we'll just put a little road there. I don't want them too far away, if I'm honest, and we need to make sure we've got our storage stuff in as well. Oh, I'm so excited. Let's stick a granary here and a storehouse next to it. And we'll grab that second ox in. I don't know. I'm going to play it how we used to and just see if that's the best way of doing things. So we're going to have the granary at highest priority. We're going to have the storehouse high. And then we're going to get in some houses. And a well. Let's just chuck a well right here. And then I love the graphics on here. This looks really nice. I don't actually know if there's any new buildings or anything. But we do have this development, environmental. Oh, wow. Look at this. So required to hit small village. Coming soon, coming soon, coming soon. Okay, so development is a new tree that we're doing. Environment here. What's this? Gentle rolling grasslands dotted with wildflowers, vital for grazing, haymaking, and healthy bee population. Meadow. Dense and shadowed. The forest teemed with animal life and resources. These are effects. And as we get people in... Oh, look at this. We've got different yields and stuff. I was just looking. You got this here. What's the advanced tab have? That's still the work area. We've got the livestock, so we're going to assign one to the logging camp straight away just to transport those logs, and then the rest will be getting in here. So we'll get these guys in just to transfer our goods in and out of the building. Oh, yes. And we have got the ability now to get our first houses in. And I think we'll play this as singular. We don't have enough wood to do that many. Can I get 2 singular? Oh, let's go. Yeah, we'll go singles. We won't do anything spectacular, to be honest. We'll just get in a few here. And then maybe just a small marketplace here. We're going to go for just a quick, efficient stuff to get it in. Relatively good marketplace in there as well. Now, were there bandit camps on the map? That's what we need to check. Okay, the bandits still show there. It's got 1 lot of bandits here only. Can we see anything to do with the enemy at the moment? So, did it say these lands? I guess we'd have to go and have a look. I don't know if they then populate the lands. They do. Guys, look at this. This is an enemy camp. Oh, so good. So we've got one of them there. One of them's over here. So let's check in on these guys as well. Yeah, so we're basically... That's really cool. We can see how we're doing against our opponent. That is a game changer. No. Oh my god, that's so good. And there's our first food stall though. So we're aiming to be way ahead of these guys. I wonder if we can trade with them. So I think everything now will be going into the houses. We will try and get as much timber in as we can just to keep queuing up them. I'll probably just go for a basic row, to be honest, here early on. And go smaller. We want it to do just one kind of thingy. I'm keeping the snap on just so I can get basics in. But that is as good as our logs are going to get anyway. And food-wise, we're going to need to, like I say, get this forager hut in. So we'll place that one just here. It's a bit of a walk. Actually, you know what? We're going to get rid of that. We're going to put it over this way. Probably put it here. It's quite far away, though. We might be better off fishing, if I'm honest. Yeah, let's go fish. We'll need both, but fishing will be more important for now. We've got enough food to keep us going in the store for now. I think we've got... I'll keep them in there. We'll just work with what we have. I guess the people coming in will be the same as prior, so we need to be above 50% to receive families in each new month and have houses spare. Right, that's 4 houses. We've got 5 in. Let's get the 5th one here as well. Just going to bring that over there as well. And we'll probably get in one just bringing in maybe... I don't know, I kind of want to test to see how the eggs and meat and stuff are, because I know previously carrots are always best quite early on for if you want early food. Be interesting to kind of see, really. We don't know how they're going to play at the moment either, because they might start bugging out. We'll have to kind of just see what happens here. I don't see any building happening, so we'll try and see. Okay, they are building now. Sorry, I just had to be a bit patient. I don't know why, they were just chilling. I think it's this one ox here. I'm just going to remove that one. Let's actually take this one out of here. And we'll see. Yeah, that seems to be the problem. So we're all good. And first house is in. Wow, look at all this. This looks crazy. Okay, so we're going to need... What do we need for a lot of these things? Let's check it out. So it looks like planks. Planks is a must across the board. And vegetable garden. Yields increase with plot size, but so do the planting cost. Seeds may be chosen and planted after the frame is built. Oh, it's different types of veg. No way. Oh, and you can do apiaries in the garden. So it pays to have farmland, which gives pollination next to apiaries. Interesting. Okay. So we have a fisherman's hut. I'm going to yield in a bit of fish from here. We should be good. It's seasonal, but we'll carry on. And then we're going to get our planks in. Interesting. Well, I say interesting, really cool. So I'm into it. Right, we'll get industry around here. Should be absolutely fine. And then we'll need a woodcutter's lodge at some point as well. So we'll stick that there too. And we'll just aim to get all of these houses in, and then the basics are set up, and we'll flip in and out. So once a load of food comes in, I should be able to get them back over on that one. So we'll just stick the granary on so the houses are happy. And that should then populate our marketplace with the remainder of the bread. Look how many different foods there are. There's 3 different foods. Fruits, 3 different vegetables, 3 different types of fish. You can smoke fish. Look at all the different types of meat. Wow. Huge update, man. Love that. And it looks like we're yielding some serious fish in. So let's get maybe... Well, how many have we got in the logging camp? We got good timber, right? So I can keep just one in there. But it does mean that tools are going to be really important here. But these are extra hands each time we get them in. So let's just reduce the fish now. That's looking good. And then that's more builders to get these ones up. And then we'll get the storehouse done when we can. And there it is, the saw pit. Let's get one in there. And there's our settlement for hitting a village. let's form a militia. Thank you very much. Interesting to see if you can kind of rush them. So what does this do? Bamberg smallholders. Driven from Bamberg by the Bishan's heavy tithe. We learn to keep our hearth warm and our tables full by our own hands. We waste nothing. Tend every plot with care and set down roots where we can live by our own labour. Not by the bishop's mercy. New upgrade, small holding. Wow. Like artisans, small holding families treat their backyards as permanent jobs, increasing their yields. Increase approval from food variety. Increase success chance for plants, tree planting. And enabling the tithe causes a loss of approval similar to land tax. Okay. Oh, look how many there are. No way. Okay. Off the Vogtland. We were shaped by hard country. We come from the far marches. Right. I'm just going to read through these and we'll have a quick look at what's good. Decreased agriculture. Increased capacity for forage good deposits. Exports increase for minor trade and hunting. Improved bowyers and joiners, reduced fuel consumption, increased militia combat effectiveness, decreased mining gathering speed, blacksmith weapon, okay, land tax, no, regional wealth from burgage plot is increased, reduced burgage plot upgrade cost, nice. So we'll treat, you kind of want to treat each one, this is what, like some serious balance where it would need to come in. Effective farming at elevation. Consumption of all clothing goods minus 50%. Sheep no longer die at high elevation during winter. Efficient hunting camps. We don't have hunting camps. Oh, wow. You can did I just see that right? Ox, mule, horse, sheep, lamb, goats, pigs, chickens. You can export the pigs and chickens now. No way. I want something really simple to start with, if I'm honest. I think wealth from burgage plots. We have salt and iron, right? Salt and iron import value is lower. Land tax approval severity, although the small holding food variety, this one, yeah, let's go with the original. Are you sure you'd like to unlock Bamberg smallholders? Wow, look how many they plan on having in the game. That is insane. And I never did look at these. Connected affinities, I don't know. All of these are crazy, man. So we're going to need to obviously raise the militia, and it makes sense to get the spear band in. So what we're going to need now is to get in our basic houses. I'm fairly certain we've managed to get ahead of these guys already, but I may be wrong. We'll have a quick look in a moment. We're going to get a couple of small businesses in, but we're aiming for some planks to start. Maintenance is crazy on these buildings, so we'll have to see the start. We'll just reduce it. But it's going to be interesting to see how the, well, they're quite far ahead. It's going to be interesting to see how they like develop their towns and stuff, you know? Yeah, look at this. They're completely different as well. I love that. I'm going to love the 1v1 scenarios. That opens up modding to play against your friends, surely. But either way, food is looking good. So we're going to want to get that variety in because that helps. But mainly we're going to be building a couple of houses in. So our approval rating is looking mighty fine here. There's no way for us to get clothing in early on without trade. So we're probably going to want to consider that. We're going to have to sacrifice the need for all of that for just food, really. We're going to have to buff it with Forager's Hut. We don't want them walking too far, so we're going to put it out here. But we'll make sure we focus this house first, so we can actually get new families in. And I'm just going to hover over to make sure, yeah, general goods. We're going to need wool, I think. Maybe sheep. So is there no more skill levels? Skill points, sorry. The whole skill point system is gone. It's based on development. So I need to figure out all of that. That seems to be how you do it, but then I'm wondering what you do with affinities. I think it tells you how well you're doing with these. Yeah, this has gone up, look. So rural, okay, so as this goes up, you get better stuff, do you? We'll see. It increases the abilities within that tree. I'm going to get woodcutters thingy ready momentarily. I'm not going to put it in just yet. I just want to knock up some planks. So we've got 15. I should now be able to create one. And honestly, I want to get in some different veggie gardens here. I'm really excited. We're going to get one pollen in that one when we've got enough. But this one will also be a veggie garden. Oh, that's so good. That is so good, man. Food variety. And the garden is done. What do we want to do? So you have to purchase the seeds and takes roughly 10 weeks to grow. 18 weeks for the cabbage, 14 weeks for this. So we're going to go for beetroots. So when you put the small holding in, they become permanently assigned to the backyard extension, increasing the yield. Nice. So you can turn your farms into production machines. That's so much better and way less rigid than before, which is immense. Right, let's turn the planks off now. Let's get a bit of wood cutting on and let's get second person in here. I think we're all good. And we have loads of carp now. So, and we've got houses in. We've got our 6th family in, so we are good to go in the small town of Mandlach. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Sorry, guys. There we go. 7 families now. So as long as we keep up then with the houses, we should be okay. Got my marketplaces back up, and then we should be able to get a bunch of food in. I'm looking to try a bit of trade here. But I'm going to go for a bit of a... So I'm going to go for a bit of a farm along here. So what I'm going to do is hopefully... Oh, I can't do it that way. Okay, I'll try this a bit different. I actually want to do this. That's not quite how I want it. There we go. I took the snap off and we're going to go for a large double farm in this one. So when we get apiaries in this, it should be really good. So I think the game's going to benefit. Yeah, provides chicken. And every 4th yield provides chicken. Oh, I want some chickens. Is this silly use of my money right now? Maybe. But I'm going to get them in anyway because I want to see everything. This is so cool. Alright, Forager's Hut is done. I'm going to get 1 family in there. And what I'm going to do is just pause the Fisherman's Hut. So it should give us our family back. There we go. And we'll hopefully get in some more. So just need this double plot to come in. But we are in July. And I really am intrigued by how well they build. So they build relatively efficiently from what I can see. This one very differently. But they definitely are doing it. Stone gathering. Oh wow, you have a church already. That's insane. Sorry, taking my time. Maybe I should get my stone gatherer in. Okay, deposit is very different now. So we're going to put the stone gatherer there. We've got to be wary of the tools it's using. But we do officially have this farm, which is going to become a veggie garden. So you need 1 lot of veg, grain or fruit, and then 1 lot of meat. That's the requirement. Then we need the church. The church is just 10 stone, so I can place this here. But we'll make sure this one is highest priority. We've only got 1 family building at the moment. I'm just aiming to get in a little bit of mushrooms and then we'll flip back over. So this family hopefully should be grabbing those in. And let's just check in. So general goods, we've got the firewood in until we go to tier 2. Then food variety, just need to get that second one in. But we are on 62%. So as long as we've got family space in, we're all good. So I want to get this one upgraded as well. And I also want to get, honestly, some more smaller ones. Need to decide where we're going to build them. I think we go for a couple over this way. Actually, I want an ale house in there. I'm going to go over here. We're going to get a small holding in the back there as well. So if we click them at the top, let's see what stuff we can do. So obviously the outlaws. Can you talk to the outlaws? Wow, okay. Negotiation. Don't think there's anything yet. It's a pleasure to meet you. I sent a letter to York saying it's a pleasure to meet you. Who knows what it does? Soon find out, won't we? So we've got plenty of firewood to now pause that one. I need to actually remember to hit pause rather than taking them out. Makes a lot more sense. And we officially have the first bit of mushrooms coming in, so we should see some variety coming in now, which we have. Very nice. And this one is ready to go, so let's get that one extended. And we'll need to choose our crop afterwards. I'm thinking carrots in that one. It's a little of a long-standing one, but I don't know if the seasons impact their growth too. But we've got room for families to move in either way. I should probably go deal with the bandit camp to earn some money. That one's relatively close. They don't have militia yet either, which is great. So very different. Might wait for 1 more family before we go deal with this. Harvest season has started. I like that it tells you that. There's the new family as well. So I should be able to get these guys in once the family members join. There we go. We've got 16. Let's get our first lot in and let's see what this is all about. So we're going to go and deal with this. I'm going to bring our first lot over. We'll see how many brigands there are. Looks like quite a few. And are they a mixture or are they the same? They look very similar. I mean, interesting to see how the battles kind of work. Anyway, let's get our vegetable choice in. We don't have the money for the seeds, actually. This is something I need to consider every single time, is actually being able to buy the seeds. So what we'll do is we'll get the church in. We'll get the stone quarry going with maybe the 2 people. Then we'll get in the marketplace, right? Wow, look at this. I've just clicked in. Oh, look at this. Administration and military. There's a siege camp. It says work in progress, but placing nearby friendly units allows utilizing siege equipment. So can I can straight just build a settlement if you have the money, I think, rather than having to buy it. I don't know. Anyway, let's get the trading post in, and we'll keep the trading post relatively close. We'll keep it maybe here. That's absolutely fine. And we'll make sure the church is high priority before the trading post, because that will keep us nice and happy. And I think we've got 2 slots. And our army is almost there. So we're going to try and bait these guys out. And we'll do the usual with the spears, hopefully. And here we go. Get them to hold ground and then push. I think we have decent enough setup. I'm assuming it's 18 still. It is. They may well be stronger. We're 111% effectiveness, so slightly better. I might even try and turn a little bit. If I turn it a little bit here, we'll be on the hill maybe? Good. And let's do it. Let the fight commence. Yes. Oh, Manor Lords. Oh, beautiful, beautiful Manor Lords. Alright, let's see how we're doing here. So we're going to go push forward. Let's see if we can make this work here. I don't know how good the spearmen will be against these brigands, but our effectiveness doesn't seem that good. There we go. Numbers dropping. Well done, my little spearmen. Okay, push forward working really well here. Hopefully we can nab the resources here. Be interesting to see if I can go like kill off a town with my unit once they're done. But there we go. We're going to send these guys over them. We'll get them full sprinting to that. So we can take the resources. And we have everything for our thingy done now. So we'll take them out of the stone. We have enough spare to be able to... No, we don't actually. That's all we need. We have enough for this though. 2 houses require maintenance. No, they do not. Good. And let's collect what we've got. So send resources to nearby town. We will take that. 193. Very nice. Let's see if you get the double like used to. Concerns me that they've built up this much already though. Shouldn't be too worried until it happens, but both managed to get the church out quicker than me. But we did get this money, so we should be good. I just want to double check. So we've got chickens on the go. It's going to be interesting to see how that kind of plays out. And we can now get... I kind of want to just get cabbages. Because it's a high yield, right? So let's grab cabbages in there as well. And then this one, I honestly want to get in the apiary. So I'm going to do it as well. I'm going to unpause the fisherman's hut, and I'm going to double up on the forager's hut here with the extra families, just to drain the mushrooms down before the end of the year. And then I think we're okay. Let's see if we can make this work area a bit better. We'll drain this area first. And then once the marketplace comes in, the church is finishing off, but once the marketplace comes in, we'll be able to start trading. And we've got a little bit of money to start. So I think you can still play similar to before, but with lots more to do, which is great. So excited to attack the enemy things. With that church coming in, that should be pretty big bonus. It looks like now you can hover over this. So do we get passive income based on satisfied people? Homelessness. Who is homeless? Oh, lingering memories. Sorry, we're fine. I didn't actually check the fertility on this map. So there's so not much fertility on the map at all either, which is interesting. Didn't actually check out mercenaries either, so is there anything new? Battle Brothers, Brothers of the Forest, and Green Caps. I reckon you could kill these early on with these, yeah, you could be a bit naughty with that, couldn't you? Right, let's get this trading post done. We have no more houses, so we're going to need to get some more in. Where do we want to focus this? Let's get a bit of a road going out this way, just along the river. We may as well join it up there, and then we'll get in one round the back there. And I should be able to get a couple of houses on that one. I'm going to get a couple more here too. I don't know whether to keep them all separate at the moment. I think you could probably do double plots now for smaller businesses, if that makes sense. So I'm going to try it, and we'll see if we can get like maybe some pigs in and see how that favors on a double plot. And I think we could probably upgrade these two hitching posts, and then we can get in our first bit. I kind of want to order a horse for the trading post straight away. And trading post is here, so we're going to assign 2 to that. I'm actually going to get 1 horse in, and we are going to start trade. I'm going to see how much different this actually is. So we need to consider the tools as much as possible. But now we don't need to worry too much, but I'm thinking I'll get that ready in there. We'll permanently assign the horses, but I want to see what kind of is worth doing in here. So as it stands, I think it's all similar. It's just going to be price changes and things like that, right? Look at this. Rye bread. Well, there is so much more. Look at this. Lebkuchen. There's all different sorts of foods, man. That is fantastic. So excited about that. I actually want to get an animal trading. But I'm going to set up the minor trade of the, I think, planks. And hopefully the minor trades still work without having to do this. So our desired surplus will be 20. And then the rest can be sold. We'll just try and make a tiny bit of money from that. I'll probably only need 1 in there, actually. And then the others we can get maybe a woodcutter's lodge ready for the winter. And then the sawmill when we get another family in. We very much almost run out. So I'm going to get rid of the forager's hut person in there. Pretty low. So we're going to have to try and make do for the winter here. And then we'll turn on the saw pit. I'm going to go for a singular bigger farm wrapping around here as well. I'm just going to try and make use of this space. I'll keep this free just for marketplaces and that. Don't know how big we'll make it really. We'll just try and be efficient. I'm also thinking, do we need to get this salt for some kind of curing later on? I will need to find out, but what have we got in here? This was carrots, right? We have this third house, which we probably want. No, we want carrots in here. We've got cabbage, carrots, and beetroot. This guy is doing, look at that. Increase pollination strength by 2% per each active apiary up to 10%. The meadow's wild bloom fattens the hive. So each one, these are like synergized, which is super cool. Be very tempted to go into a small holding on the chickens, but we're getting some eggs. And then the other, we would want to probably get in one of the other ones. So I'm going to go for the animal pen here, just to try them all out. And let's have a little look to see how our rivals are doing. They haven't changed too much. I see the hidden houses in the trees. It's going to be interesting, actually. This invites the game to play very differently, which is super cool. It is going to be cool to see how you play the war and stuff, right? Disconnected from major trade routes. Let's see. People are still trading, are they? Or whether they need to be on the main trade road. This has happened to me a few times, so we'll see. A trader's come in. Let's see if he goes to it. We got planks in? We haven't got any planks in. He is going to it, though. I wonder if you can get... Right, well, we'll check. But we've got these now. So, trader available in 13 days, or you get goats. So, which is chivon and hides, or a strong passive yield of pork. I kind of want to get the hides. So, I'm going to go for some goats to see if we can get that in. I'll probably permanently assign them to that as a workshop. Let's check in on this stuff. So... yeah, I think the more you can get teaming going, the better these go. I'm trying to figure out how you kind of get these higher. We'll have to figure those out together, guys. And let's, as always, just soak it in. Because you don't get to do it very often. Already see how much work has gone into this update, which is pretty insane. I think that's our horse coming in as well. Hello, horsey. Can't get over how gorgeous that lake is, though. That right there is a nice shot, isn't it? Beautiful stuff. Anyway, it's the first winter already. We have 10 families. I think we still have room. It would be nice to get these upgraded a little bit further, but I would also like to get some trade routes in. I'm wondering whether we go heavy into... oh my god, I didn't even bring them back. Wondering why my productivity is low. I hadn't even brought those back. I'm wondering if we get... we buy some spears in. And shields. Trying to think. Is it tier 2 houses that we need to get them in? So if we get fruit and veg in, we can upgrade them. Yeah. So it's not based on town level anymore. It's just based on the requirements themselves. So mostly then, see this food variety here. Can I upgrade that? I can. If I had 2 logs, I'd be able to upgrade it. I am so sorry, guys. I will disband you right now. Me forgetting about that. So we'll have a bit of better productivity here. But I think we'll try and upgrade one of these, hopefully. One that isn't actually got a business on it already, like this one. But I can actually expand this one, which we want to get in as well. So I think before we expand, we get a few more kind of ready. And I'm going to get in a 3rd ox here. So we'll assign one permanently now to the logging camp once again, and we'll carry on. So we're maxed out here on these guys. I'm actually partly tempted to get more in. Okay, we have money. So technically then, what requirements are not met now? Oh, we haven't got any requirements done here. But one house that we can upgrade, and I'm going to do it. We're going to take this one to our first burgage plot level 2, because actually I want to see if we can get in a woodmaker. So we're looking to make some money to buy in and get the army flowing, right? We've got 20 spear. We've got 24. We just need more spear, more shields. So if we can get those businesses running, we should be okay. So we've got stone. What was the other resource we had? We had clay. Okay, clay, not very useful in salt. We got a bit of a rubbish start, to be honest. Gonna dot in a couple of houses along here. Get a couple of small businesses in there as well. Main one, though, is I'm going to expand this one. I wonder if you can have them work in the workshop themselves without permanently assigning to it like artisans like before, right? Let's get that expanded. So there we go. Now they need clothing. They need a tier 2 church and they need beer. But I think we can now assign to woodworking. So we're going to want a joiner's workshop on here. I know we're getting behind on the kind of house. I think families come in even when we have no burgage plots available. Is that right? They seem to be. Well, either way, here comes the winter, so... And I would like to try some orchards at some point as well, so we'll have to build a larger house to cover that. So I'm fairly certain we can't get any more fish until winter's over. So we're going to need to expand these gardens to accommodate as well. I really want to get in... There we go. So let's get in goats. So we should now have goats. And I don't know how many it purchases at a time. It looks like backyard animals. You can see it there. Yeah, 2. Okay, and then in here we'll do the same again. Get some chickens just for the eggs and meat. Just to kind of see how much we can get out of them. I'm going to do a bit of a mixture. Right, let's have a look. We're going to focus our production and we're going to say if the planks are below 10, don't continue, and then only ever do 5 shields, right? So we'll max out what we need for these guys, but then also get in what we need. So hopefully we'll be able to purchase the spears to get our first one in. I don't know whether to go and attack the next bandit camp. Looks like I should be able to. These guys don't seem to go and attack it. It is so cool that we have enemy thingies though on the map. Yeah, let's do it. So we're gonna... Well, it's going to take forever to get these guys across, right? So we're going to have to go across this bridge here, maybe? A bit of a hill, too. Let's try it here. We'll see if they come around that way. I'm pretty sure the Joiner's Workshop did assign all of those families permanently to that one as well. I'm just keeping an eye on the animals to see what happens here. I want to see if they do give birth and how we do it. We're into January, though. There's not much food in at the moment. We are very much living off the fish, but you can't fish in the winter either. So we need to get more in. Might try this permanently assigning these to chickens just to see how we get on. Should we see? We'll permanently assign. We've got people in. Let's just see how well the chickens come in from this. So the yield, there it is. So goods produced the last 365 days, not great really, let's be honest. But I think we'll see once the small holding is done, or it's classed as a small holding now, we should see all this yield go up. I've just noticed this, look at this, shield wall. Form a tight defensive formation. The block value of immediately adjacent allies is added to each soldier's own block value. Slows the unit down significantly. Let's try a shield wall here. Oh, they're not even all together. Let's see. With this shield wall, how well they are. We're on a downhill here, so I don't know, but... They have better effectiveness than us. Then we can take out the shield wall and push forward. We're obviously going to be stronger than them anyway, being sword and board or shield and thingy. We got more numbers than last time as well, so yeah, their numbers are dwindling now. Let's push forward now. Oh, you're finally joining us, are you guys? Well done. Yeah, brigands are taking a big hit here. Good. Spear militia still pretty damn strong, it seems, so slaughtering them here. Fight animations are always so good on this game anyway, aren't they? I think we've won the battle there, so let's go ahead and take. We lost one soldier. Let's get over to their camp then. Picking that up, we'll need to remember to bring them back. So we've only got 1 month. We're about to go into Feb. So we're going to be cutting it very fine on food here. We actually need a little bit more. We should tick up a tiny bit of eggs and meat though. So it shouldn't be too bad. Depends how much of a passive yield we get on these. But we'll send these to the nearby town once again. And we'll bring these guys home. Oh, we get food from that too. We did. We stole some fish from them. Okay, we're fine. You can steal from them. You actually get some stuff. I am very tempted to go and attack one of these just to see what happens though. We seem to be making some money on the planks here too, which is great. There's quite a bit in, so we'll keep selling those when they come. And we'll continue trying to grab stuff here as well. I am very tempted to grab a mercenary unit just to see what we can do. Now when our first bit, there it is, the first hide has come in. I think, no, that's honey. So honey is classed as a crafting material now, not a food. So I'm guessing we're going to need some kind of baker, which is interesting. So I want to keep an eye on the yield for this thing now. Yield is fair, so it looks like it's doubled, to be fair, by assigning them fully to the chickens. I wonder if we were to assign directly to this one, which I think I'm going to do. Let's convert this to a small holding as well. So when they produce, it should be good. Yeah, we should be fine once we can forage once again, and then hopefully we'll have the veg coming in quickly afterwards. I'm going to get in a couple more houses. I'm thinking about an orchard, if I'm honest. And we're going to try and go down this way. You know what I'm going to do? What's going on here? I converted, didn't I? So we no longer have people running the show here. So we're going to need to free up a couple of people. I think fuel is okay for a moment. So we'll just leave that one. Let's try and get in a few logs. That should build them back up. They seem to use a lot more than previous. We've received reports of a band of raiders roaming the nearby lands. Should we track their steps? Yes, let's track them. That's the first year attack, isn't it? I think. So we'll be ready. We'll be ready. I actually want to hit up one farm here when we can. This is going to be a large orchard. Boom, we'll get that in. Hopefully you guys can hurry up and start actually logging. I think the maintenance is a problem here. That's probably goes into the yield amounts now that I think about it. So we need to figure out a way to get the tools in as well. So we either buy iron in or we straight buy tools. Who knows? Right, mushrooms are now growing. Let's construct the foragers' huts upgrade to get the herbs as well, because I don't know if that's going to be required. And then in here we're going to get in our first orchards. I'm so excited. Not that we can do much with it. I think we focus on getting a bit more meat as well. So I'm going to go ahead and just get... I don't know if the size of the garden matters for getting in pigs and stuff, you know. I feel like it's gonna, but at the same time, I don't know. We can always try, can't we? Let's just see the difference. We'll just bulk it in massively. We can upgrade, though, if we want to upgrade any further as well. I'm just wondering, this generates regional wealth per family if we upgrade. So if you've got a double plot, then it sounds like you want to upgrade that first. Which we want to. This is going to be, when they come in, it's going to assign them to the small holding. But that should bring in quite a bit of food. So we're seeing our first cabbages come in, and I just saw carrots and beetroot as well. So we're seeing our first lot of that come in. We probably also want to stockpile the fish. But honestly, I want to see if there's... So we've got bakery. That's rye bread and wheat bread. Is there no other way of cooking the meals up? So small tavern is just ale. Marketplace is marketplace, obviously. Just looking at industry, I don't see anything other than these bits. Now, is it worth us going into We've got 1 hide, so we can do our first piece of shoes. I guess it doesn't matter yet. And what do we want to do? So apples takes roughly 3 years to reach full maturity. It's a high yield. Medium yield and 4 years for full maturity on pears. And quinces, is that? Yes, quince, isn't it? And you can get quince cheese. It's like a jelly block. Low yield and roughly 2 years to reach full maturity. We'll try... Let's go in the middle. Let's get pears. Let's check in on the rivals here. Building up pretty nicely, aren't they? Already have a large granary. Really? That's how you choose to spend your resources? And this one's not quite as good. They have a little fishing lake, which is weird because they could fish on the actual lake. Fishing pond. Right, we'll turn the planks back on. I think food and fuel is good. I don't know whether I want to get 1 more in the forager's hut just to get in the mushrooms. I think they grow quicker than what we can pick them at the moment, so it might be worth. Settlement level reached, medium village. I don't think that means we can do anything. I think the idea was this would be medium village, right? Yeah, there isn't the second one we can do. Hopefully they get developed in pretty quickly. And we'll double up that one. We'll keep those handy as workers for now, though. And it's going to be time to get in our militia soon. And we also need to get in spears. So we have a bit of cash. Let's trade some spears. They are major trades, so we are going to unlock that one. We're going to import spears. Get a few of those a time. Just 5. And then we're going to want to export shields. So we're going to open up a trade route. 200. Wow, very expensive. We're going to basically say we only want 1 in at a time. No, let's go 3 so we can replenish if soldiers die. And we want to look at little things where we can get more businesses going, right? I think I want a animal pen there. Got chickens there. That's my joiner's shop. What do we want to get in here? I'd be very tempted to get in more chickens, but they're not producing that well. You get a little bit of meat. Gonna need that second lot of leather, but I think I'll go in this one then. So we're going to get pigs in this one over here, which I think will high priority. And then we'll get leather from the goats in the other one. Okay, let's get our pigs in. And let's get our goats in over here. Lovely. I might permanently assign these to small holding, actually, to get more out of the goats. Quite a large one, isn't it? Yeah, let's do it. We'll permanently assign you to there. We've got room for more people to come in anyway, so it should be fine. And not concerned about food now, seeing quite a bit, like I said, a little trickle of meat. We've got plenty of fish. We've got mushrooms, and there should be now more carrots and stuff coming in. So keeping an eye on the numbers. Each house has its own little numbers we'll need to keep an eye on for the yields as well. But we should now see more militia coming in. We've just got to wait for the items. Have we purchased them yet? 2 shields to be sold. Get in 1 more horse then, and we'll get in 1 more family in there. We are out of families to build, actually, but we might be able to take them out somewhere else. We'll keep the fish good. Mushrooms I need to keep good as well. We want to keep pulling those in as much as possible. Maybe 1 out of the timber. We'll get that 1 person just getting our upgrades done. Wow, you have to think about each individual house pretty extensively, which is really interesting. My biggest concern is how slow they move from this forager's hut. It's not like before, so you actually need to get loads of people in there to get moving. They're doing the job, but they seem to follow the road rather than this one, which is weird. I'm just trying to get a stockpile for the next year. Looks like it is going up, and we are seeing more meat, though, come in. That's the main thing. We might need to consider this tannery now, so let's go ahead and get one in here. And look at that. We just sold some shields, making a good chunk of money. And we now have 25 in our spear militia, so getting the spears in is helping. Money's a little bit low, but I'm looking to upgrade, hopefully, a couple of these houses. Now, honey was a bad idea by me this early. We might need it later on, but for now, I don't think it's necessary. I'm going to try and upgrade a couple of these happy burgage plots here, just so we can get a bit more money coming from them. As you can see, we already have 12 animals in the backyard now. I do want a second lot of pigs. I'm thinking we keep them here. And is that some vegetables I see coming in? It's got to be, right? Yeah, we have cabbages. Good job. What do we have over here? So I'm checking in on each one. I see 15 beetroot actually put in already. Let's get that one upgraded as well. And there we go. Settlement level reached. Large village. Still can't do anything with those, but not enough stable space. Oh. Yeah, we probably need to make space for our horses that we're buying in, right? That would be sensible. Get 2 more in them. And let's just check on the map. There is one brigand's camp over there. It's worth us fighting them, to be honest, because they give pretty good resources as opposed to previous. So I'm going to use that. And we are hopefully going to bait them into the bridge, because that is a nasty hill if not. I'm going to see if I can get them to fight on the bridge. An animal ran away. I saw that. I didn't have space for it, did I? That may have been my horse. It was my horse. Well, we got the hitching post now, so it's fine. Let's have a look at our rival summons. Look at this. Coming in nicely. And this one, not so much. What I'm going to do is work on getting in our, what's it called? Our manor, which is 15 stone. So let's turn this back on. We are going to get our manor over... I mean, where's good? Where is good? Let's get our manor house over this way when we can. Then we just need that stone to come in. We could do with them before this. So we'll have 1 stack of spear, 1 stack of them, and we'll be fine. Although saying that, I do want to test how the bow guys do. So should we get a little woodworking shop in as well? Let's do it on this one. Although we need to upgrade them first, don't we? It's interesting how you do them actually now. This one here I'd go for, so we just need to make sure we're getting everything in. Let's get a second family in the granary so we can start moving things over a little bit. So we're going to try and bait these in and then run back. So I'm hoping we can fight on the bridge. Other side of the bridge here. With a shield wall. So this will be interesting to see if they come this way. Can I get you on the bridge? I don't think I can. So we're going to go for a shield wall on the edge here. Look at this. You don't want to mess with that on the bridge, right? Got 1 straggler coming in there. Come on over. We are ready. Let's see what they do. Oh, what are they doing? Do not go through the water. Okay, they're not coming. That's fine. Let's go over here then. Are we tired now? Gonna take them out of that. Can we get them to fight on the bridge? So you can stand on the bridge. I might be able to get them to fight over here then. Oh, we can. Perfect. Shield wall. Let's go. Boom. Let's see how well they do on the shield wall here. Fighting on the bridge. I actually managed to get them to. Oh, bit wobbly there. We may need to break the shield wall here. And push forward. So you can't break the shield wall when they're engaged, got you. But you can tell them to push forward, which affects fatigue, I'm assuming. But that does seem to absolutely obliterate them, which is pretty cool. Let's see if we can capture the slaughter in all its glory as they stab with the spears over the top. Definitely hold the line. Did you see that? The one down low? That's so cool, man. Get them. Ah, so you better run. Better run, fools. You can come out of shield wall now, guys. What we're going to do is go and get this camp. Right, meat is pretty good now. I see 5 chivon, 4 pork, 2 chicken. There's loads of fish. It's not so much on the eggs, but I think they're eating them. So I'm seeing this come in quite nicely. I just need to get the right houses done with what we need for them. So I actually want one of these to level up. But at the same time, I want to get some more people in. So I think I'm going to just pop a little house over here. Just to see if I can get a small bowyer's workshop in there. Because I could do with 1 lot of archers just to try them out, you know. And let's go to... Oh, I want to go to my treasury. Let's go nearest town. It's always too strong. And we'll let these guys come back. There is another bandit camp. Very tempted to go and get that really quickly because it's worth the money and you get resources. What I'm liking is I've managed to get a load of hide from it. Anyway, let's get 1 in the tannery momentarily. How are we looking? Food is good, fuel not so much. So we're going to want to change this up. I'm actually going to take out of the fisherman's hut for a moment. It is time to not really work. We'll get 1 into the granary here. Now this one, look at that. Because it's by the marketplace, got upgraded instantly. So it still works similarly to before. I think we're going to need a second person in there as well. But this one's going to be the Bowier's Workshop, hopefully. There we go. And we'll go into Bowier's Workshop. Nice and easy. All it is planks, isn't it? Although a bow and arrows? No, crossbows are the iron, aren't they? So we should be good. I think we've balanced all resources out pretty well. Look at that. We have pears too. All right, that's where all this food's coming from then. Variety is looking fantastic. So we probably want to upgrade who we can. I'm looking at obviously tanning all this leather though. So we now have leather in. Will they sell that with the general goods in here? That's the question. And I also... I'm going to disband you, but I also want to sell the small shields. I don't think we can sell them just yet, but I see them in, and we're not going to use them. So we'll get them moved to the store here. And I think we're going to need someone else in the storehouse as well. Let's get a few more basic houses. And honestly, we don't need any that are going to necessarily need to be leveled up, so I'm just going to bring them down this way. Might get maybe the odd farm or something in. Yeah, let's get another one there. Alright, see if we've got what we need for the old manor. So did I see that right? We've almost got enough... No, we haven't got any. Where's the stone? What are you guys up to? No, we need the planks in. This rubble stone seems to be so slow to get stuff in. Oh, is it because... Oh, there's no more stone. Where did all that go then? We can get rid of that then. We have 0 stone. So we're going to need to buy that in. Silly me. That is a minor trade, so we can get that in. How much do we need? 15. Let's just say always have 15. So foreign import price tariff plus 10. Wow. That's annoying. Okay, so we'll set the bows here. We'll say planks. No. And then we'll always get 5 war bows in. Hey, resources stolen by nearby battle. Jeez, forgot about them. You cheeky sods. Let's get my guys out then. We should be okay just to spam these guys anyway. Bit of a hill, but I should be able to get them over here. Might even be able to pull them home territory here. Yeah, it will be. Home territory buff then. Problem is we'll have to clean up the bodies, so I'm tempted to try and get them in here. Yeah, let's get them here. Right, just pausing up the tannery. We're going to move into maybe some kind of workshop. Oh, I completely forgot. You guys okay? You dealt with them anyway, didn't you? Well done. Oh my god, I completely forgot. I didn't want that. I wasn't even looking. I'm an idiot. Oh well, we're fine. We lost it. We lost 2. I forgot to even check on them, but... let's go to Treasury now. And honestly, I want to hire Mercenary. Local thugs. Flock of Crazy Geese or Brotherhood of the Forest. I kind of want the Flock of Crazy Geese. I'm going to sign the contracts. So Flock of Crazy Geese are here. And what I'm going to do with these guys... Where are they? All the way over here. But what we're going to do is actually some lucky soul or unlucky soul is going to come and fight. So I'm going to use these men that we've hired to go and attack this village. I think this means we can do that. We'll see. And then at home, because we have some war bows, I'm actually going to go ahead and make new militia here. And we'll get our first bit of archer in as well. So when we buy in the stone, we'll get in our, what's it called, ready. But we should be within, well, ready to fight, right? I'm going to see what this is all about, though. This is going to be really funny. I also need to build some more industry because we've got plenty of people over here, but not much going on. So I'm going to start hammering out logs. What I'll do is just smash this over here. I'm also going to get a second person in the storehouse. And I think the pantry's okay. The granary, yeah. We just need the general goods in, which is going to be some kind of shoemaker. So I might, if I can get them leveled up over here. Yeah, this one here. If we get that as leveled up, we should be able to turn that into the shoemaker. I'm not sure if leather goes in. I think it does. It used to, right? So our upgrade doesn't seem to go in. So let's have a look. I think they require actual clothing. So we'll need to make the shoes, I think. You know what? They're already here. So I'm going to use them here. So we're going to just queue up. Can I get them to attack? What do we do? Have I got to declare war first? Maybe. Nazwees. How do we know who's who? Guess it's color-coded, right? Blue. Gotta be Jorg. We'll soon find out. Peter and Jorg. Doesn't really highlight who's who. So, let's see. I don't know what I just did, but the whole point is to test it. So, oh, he wants to send me a letter. I can make it worth your while if you drop all claims. All right, what can you give me? I may withdraw my claims for such a price. Hold on. No, no, no. I didn't even... You're not going to like us, are you? I don't know. It's not doing anything. Come here. I want to fight. Is it even you? They are running from my soldiers. I don't know what this means. I'm trying to figure out how I attack these fools. Oh, okay. We can end this squabble for a small payment. I can make it worth your while if you drop all claims. What did he give me? Did I gain money from him last time? I don't know if I did, but I see no way of attacking. Does there need to be like a manor house or something? I don't know. They do seem to be running from me, though. So, like, when I send them in, I can hear the screams, but I can't seem to burn down their houses. Unless it has to be my own units? No. Oh my god, he's down here. These are the outlaws. Okay, he's over this way. I got it completely wrong. Okay, because I got to pay these guys momentarily, and I'm at war, so we need to go... I didn't even see his settlement here. What does that... Can we do anything over here? It says I'm at war with him here. No, that is him there. I'm hovering over and it flashes, so... Who is the yellow, then? Yellow is Linhart. I didn't even talk to this guy, so it is this one. I forgot there was 3. So why can't I attack anything here? There's got to be an option to burn stuff down. I've just established that rubble trade point. I'm trying to... still trying to figure this out. I really want to be able to kill something, but I don't know how to do it. Now, all the people have kind of disappeared because I've stopped them. Maybe you have to claim it with influence, then you can attack it. I'm just trying to figure out... Yeah, maybe that's what it is then. So I'll go back into this guy. We'll say, give me 150, and we will stop. We can end this squabble for a small payment. Letter sent. Let's see what he says. It might be a way of earning money by threatening them and stuff. So these guys, we don't really... Yeah, peace declared. There we go. We'll disband these. So it looks like you probably need to thingy it. Right back. I require silver for my endeavours. I don't know. Let's see if that does it. See if he gives me some silver now. Didn't actually see what it did. There was no logs in there. I didn't receive any in my treasury, and I'm not sure if I got any from the regional wealth, but that is something. Just going to disband these guys over. And we're starting to build the army. But yeah, we need to get these stones purchased before we do anything more. So I reckon we're going to have to claim a region before we can attack them. So it would make sense to do this one here. And that requires quite a bit of influence. So is it 2,000? Yeah. And there is no king's favour unless we pay him, right? Right, we've stabilised resources though anyway. Food and fuel is looking good. We seem to be the only one that can actually afford these guys as well, which is hilarious. They're really strong, some of them. But we've got our stone now, so I think we should be able to build our manor house. And we will start with just the basic to get our retinue here. And we will be wanting to design that because there's some big changes come to that, isn't there? I think, yeah, let's take some time to have a quick overview of everything that kind of exists within the game, though, for sure, right now. So, obviously, all of this, I need to figure out what you do for all of these as well. I need to read up on how you actually do this stuff. But I think, based on the stuff you do, it raises the affinity, increasing then your effectiveness within these. So, as I'm building up into rural, this one's going up, but it doesn't really give us anything. So we'd be better off trying to get meadow and woodland. So you kind of spread things out, the way the houses are and stuff. If I've got that correctly. So in terms of the rich nodes for mining, you have the stone gatherer's camp, right? Then you have the quarry. So the quarry itself, can it just go on this node here? And then they can carry on extracting it? I don't know. It doesn't really say. Let's try it. We'll put it back in. And then we'll see if that kind of works. And we're at the point now where we're going to have to buy in some tools as well. So we need to make sure... So iron for tools is a massive thing. The tools themselves are a minor trade though, so that's the main thing. So we're always going to want 3. And part of me wants to establish that trade route so we can get them in. Let's say 4 so we can keep our maintenance good. So I do think trading and becoming money, well, building loads of money is one of the ways now you could become seriously OP. But we have our retinue now, so I want to actually come into the castle planner here, and I want to see, so garrison tower is the retinue size, outer tower is the 10 garrison units and villagers shoot projectiles at approaching enemies, and then walls and gates. Every gate adds 1 timber, so I do believe they can walk through these, right? So I actually want to see... Well, just something small, to be honest. Because I know... Oh, okay, you have to build based on what you have at the moment. So we'll commit that. And then we'll build it round. So we can garrison people in there if they attack us. Now, we got the quarry back up. I'm going to smash a few people in there. I want to see if they actually do any work. Okay, no we won't. Is there anyone else we can take out of anywhere? I think we just need some more families in. So it's time. It is time for more. Okay, this is bringing in yield. So this actually brings in 2 different types of stone. What is that? Rough stone and stone pebbles. What do you do with rough stone? I guess you carve that in. To dressed stone. Okay, interesting. Oh, what is this? Cold mandlac. What? You guys have got firewood? What are you on about? Oh, people are very cold over here. Bandit camp was sighted. These pop up loads more than before. So there is like a flow of money from this. Very different. But we got these raiders near already. Now I'm wondering if our retinue, really, if we should be hiring. Yeah, see the expertise is still not working yet. It costs 50 in my treasury work though. So there's no way until we start taxing to be able to get them in. So we'll hold fire. Now, when they attack, we could get them to come into our village. But we really don't want them to burn stuff down. I don't know. We are almost 2 years, though. On the 3rd year in Feb already. And I think the upgrades are going really well over here. Yep, they are. So we can officially go into the next upgrades. Well, if we had the planks, right? So we'd need shoe the cobbler's workshop. Now, the enemy units have been spotted coming in, so we need to get everyone up. Let's see how good they are. Where are we going to fight? I would like to fight in here, but it's not quite ready. So we'll make sure nobody's sprinting. No running for you. And we'll get you on defensive as well. I think I'll shield wall with these at the front. Over here, maybe. Yeah, let's get them ready. Where's the hill? It's pretty flat, so over here is good. We'll get a straight shield wall with these. I'll stand these behind. And then archers obviously behind. And we'll try and get a bit of a flank with the archers. The first attack. There is a lot more to think about now. Game comes with quite a bit of depth. It's going to be interesting to see when I can actually... It's got to be to claim, right? So we need to get up to influence before we can attack them. It has to be that. I'm going to shield wall the spearmen up front. I'm going to bring these up. Probably really tight. We'll see if we can get these kind of flanking. And then these guys will bring up here as well for the flank. Those 5 retinue. I have no idea where they're coming out from, so... I see policies available. Where do you do policies now? One thing I do know is they're already in on us over here, so... I'm going to bring the retinue this way, just to stand on that. I'll get these guys just to shoot on that. They seem to be running straight past, so I have no idea. Okay, they're taking fire. Their effectiveness isn't great, so that's fine. We'll leave them in there. I might use these 2 then. Come this way. There's only 2. And we'll deal with these ourselves. Alright, shield wall is in place. I don't know how good archers are now either. It'll be interesting to see. I don't want them hitting my own units though. 25 of these. We'll hit a push forward with the spears there. Okay, they're turning in. Let's get in on these. I'll try and bring the archers up a bit closer. And from the side... Because these retinue will probably die. They're doing fine over there as well. We'll just bring these in to hopefully get a few shots on this. Let's try a side shot there. See if it does any damage. Surely it does. Our effectiveness is pretty good, but that's one dead. Go on, archers. I know the archers were 4 before, but that still with the flank seems to be working there, so that's good. We've dealt with those. We're going to have to deal with the bodies ourselves. I'm actually going to get the retinue out of there, I think. I'm going to get these guys sprinting in. Ah, there we go. We're good. And we're going to need a corpse bit to deal with that now. Just pop it there. Well, there's 1.4k influence just from dealing with that. So that is good. I think each bandit camp you kill gives a good amount, doesn't it? So that's pretty damn cool. Love it. So yeah, it was saying policies available. I'm trying to find where that's pointing to. Is that... What's the deal here? Don't necessarily know. Let's get this completely done, then we can figure it out. And now we can get in our cobbler workshop as well. So shoes will be coming in. The only problem we're going to have now is the amount of workers here. So I'm actually going to reduce this one down to 2. And then we can take... we can keep you in. Yeah, we'll keep the stone coming. So the tithe gives us thingy, doesn't it? Land tax, though, we're going to want to get in. So predicted approval loss. I think we can get this down pretty low. Let's try an 8%. That's fine. We'll start getting our treasury in so I can actually start hiring up as well. Oh, look at it, man. I can't wait. I need to attack. I reckon you definitely have to wage war on them, though. So I think we probably grab our shield guys out now. Just once again. And we go and take over the bandit camp, which is over here. We're going to have to come across the bridge again. That's okay. No sprint, though. We'll just full push that, I think. We should be able to attack that just fine. Just get a bit more influence there. The only other way is through the tithe to get that up. I really, really want to attack someone, though. We're pretty good on food, though. If we look here, there is a whole bunch, a good mixture of both meat and veggies. So most people are pretty happy. The only thing, again, is the old boots. So I didn't double check, did I? So we want shoes. Production limit 5. We don't care about a reserve of leather, so just crack on, basically. Make some shoes. And we'll get these guys in. That's another thing we should be able to sell. So how much leather are we getting in now? 7 hides. The honey has been going. I'm not sure what it's used for. I don't see it in the food section. So it must just go bad. I don't know. Here we go. We'll get these to full attack. We should be fine, to be honest, to hit these anyway. Just going to let them smash through so we can get the money. Money, money, money. Yep, nice and quick. Wow, lost a couple, but that's fine. Let's go to my treasury. And 1.7k, lovely. Good stuff. I want them to send out their soldiers, right? I don't see a manor house over here, so... They have slowed right down. We're pretty dense with tier 2s. I could get in a few more houses here, but I've been upgrading ones we do have at the moment. Wouldn't mind getting in a load more, like, produce to sell, though. I do want to finish this off, though, so we're going to get that in. This is our basic manor house. And then we'll try and get clay in. I know we can smelt it ourselves, so we could get the clay pit. It's so far away, though, which kind of annoys me. So I might just straight buy it. What I will do, though, is now turn off the plank trade. So we're going to leave that one. They're not selling for much anyway. And we'll keep our planks for ourselves, and we'll try and get a trade in of the weapons now. So we're going to export these bad boys. So we'll open a warbow trade route, and we won't do shoes yet. We want to make sure we've got everything for ourselves first. Let's make sure this is making. We do. We have 5 shoes. Good job. I think we need extra people in here, though. This is full, so let's upgrade the storehouse. All right, we should be able to hire up. Let's go to 8. Oh, 7. That's all we've got enough for until we attack again. That's okay, though. If I can get this up to 12, we are laughing. Even with an early one, right? They are good. Is there any corpse problems? No. Good. No, we're fine. I could even probably tax even more now that I think about it, because I don't necessarily need... Yeah, I think that's okay. And then we get the food tithe in, so I just need more food across the board, to be honest. And I think we're just going to start getting in some basic chickens and other bits. So this one's going to also be cattle. It kind of makes a lot of sense. And then these guys here, I can expand you. You're going to be chickens. You're going to be cattle. Yeah, there isn't too much on the tax, so let's go to 12%. I think that's okay. That'll get us a good amount in and, I mean, keep them happy, right? We only need one family coming in at the moment. I don't need any bigger growth than that. And we're just hammering out the meat now because basically I'm thinking about smashing in the tithe. So if I can get families, extra families in like fishing, and then we can do a 4% tithe. Actually, yeah, let's mix this up so we don't get too much of a loss. Let's do land tax of 8%, tithe 4%, so we can get in our influence because I really want to attack someone. And then in the meantime, we'll expand the rest of our settlement just for a few houses this way. Nothing too crazy. Yeah, let's get one more in here. But no desire to get the pub in yet, by the way. I just want to get in a few families. And then I think we'll get in another orchard this way. I'm hoping we can get a pretty big sized one. Should we get two? Yeah, let's get two there. Two doubles. And that'll almost max out then our soldiers as well. So these outer towers, they would be pretty handy. They're the ones that can garrison in, right? Then you need the garrison tower for the retinue. I was just wondering if I can go... They were working on upgrading. Ah, look at this. Oh, yeah. 56 polished stone. Holy crap. What does that do? Okay. So we won't commit anything right now. But yes, if we can get cut stone then. If we keep this running, then we get the cut stone thingy here. The stonemason station. We are feeling good. So let's get the stonemason station right in there. So we can upgrade that to a full-on castle. And we officially have 32 animals. So we've got 8 pigs, 4 goats, 15 chickens. Honestly, those pigs are more than enough to tan up the leather that we need as well. It's pretty good. And I definitely think trading is much better than it used to be, right? This is coming in so much more efficiently and a lot better. So really, really good stuff, to be honest. It feels a lot more polished than prior on the way the money and stuff is. It was very set in its own one way, you know? I'm just going to expand these to get more families in. But yeah, we're going to get a different... We're going to get apples and quinces, whatever you... if that's how you pronounce them, I don't know. It's not very often you see anyone with one of those trees. And then the stonemason station we definitely want to get in. So once all our hides are tanned, which is now, we're going to get the stonemason station doing that. I guess the higher maintenance, the more yield you can get from these as well. So tool production could keep things really good. There is our bandit camp though that we need. So let's go ahead and get these guys out. We're going to send them straight in to attack this brigand camp. Then we're going to declare war and try and take out a settlement with what we have. That was my main goal. I just want to fight a settlement, man. Right, we're pretty fatigued, so I'm just going to stand here defensively. I'm hoping it's not going to matter too much. We'll see. We might get hurt here. No, we're fine. Even with the fatigue, we are absolutely good. We've got experience with these guys anyway. That's 2.1. We are good. We're going to take this, get them home. I'm going to max out my retinue, and then we're going to fight something. To my treasury, thank you. All right, let's buy up the rest of these guys. I'm not going to upgrade them. I'm going to... Well, I haven't got enough anyway. That was exactly the amount we needed for these guys. Soaking wet is a debuff now. But we've got to go... I'm just waiting for these soldiers to get home. Then we're going to declare war on Barbara next to us. The unlucky soul that is right next to us is going to die. All right, we're going to get in a new orchard over here. We'll get this one upgraded. Fairly certain we'll be fine. She's not small, but there's not much tier 2 happening from her side yet. So still very much on the tier 1. So cool that you have all this going, though. I'd like lots more diplomacy to come in so I can actually work on that. But they're already building over the river there. So we know that they have retinue. And we don't know what sort of soldiers they have. So it's going to be interesting. But I do need to get them relaxed before we go in. So we'll get them back up. Good news is my guys all have a bit of experience, so we should be okay. Now, what I will say is meat and stuff is actually way more viable than it used to be, which is great. But it is time. Guys, it is time. Let's get you guys out. And we may even be able to bait them. So let's go out. Barbara. Hold on. I can't declare war on her, but I can claim. Press claim towards this region. I don't know whether it just steals her buildings if I take over her, but we'll soon find out. This is all for experiments exactly for you guys. So we're going to hit the claim. We're going to stand defensively. The gauntlet has been thrown, so we need to go fight. I'm going to go on over here. She'll be in home region. I don't see any way of burning anything, so don't think that exists yet. Nope, there's going to be no claim here. I am going to take it all. So I'm going to queue these up nice and tight here. We'll get the archers just behind ready for a flank, but I don't see any way of attacking. So we'll just see. I think it doesn't look like I can. In the meantime, we'll continue to get in some stuff. So we're going to want another orchard. So this one's going to be quinces, and this one's going to be apples. Now we have a very good area here. So the shield wall cohesion is going to be awesome as well. So we shield wall with these guys. We get them nice and tight over here. 2-man thick. These guys will then get the cohesion for the side. Now we have 138 planks. We probably should limit that. Let's say 50. And we need a reserve. Oh, we got loads of timber as well. We got a new message. I can make it right back. Negotiation. No. My claims are non-negotiable. Come on. Bernbach is going to be mine. So hopefully she comes out. I don't see any soldiers, but we will stand in the rain in the middle of November ready to fight you. And I was thinking something really good here would be to go into mass polished stone production, right? So I've got this stonemasons in, but let's ramp up the quarry and that. She's desperate to come here, isn't she? Not having any of it. 45 days, and I think, well, I just want to see if the town becomes mine. If it does, that is very different and very cool. But I would like to be able to burn the buildings down, if I'm honest. So we have 37 dressed stone. That actually does mean we are going to be able to upgrade. Not quite. Why does it say water? We got to build like a well. Ah, look at this. You can add the walkways along it. No way. Don't know how we get the well going though. Have I got... Oh, have I got... I think I don't have a well in to cover everyone. It wasn't actually saying, was it? Let's get a second one in then. I forgot about that. We have way less water than we have demand. Completely overlooked that. She doesn't seem to be coming. Now, does that mean I can hit my upgrade? I see no to the water. We're building another one. I really want to get these upgrades done. Look at those. The walkway all the way around is 126 cut stone. So when we have that, we'd get it up, right? Come on, Barbara. You know you want to scrap. Let's do it. I am bored of your messages. Stop it. I can't lie there, guys. I really wanted to burn her town to the ground. They need to bring that in, man. How cool would that be if you could kill, like, the villagers and stuff? That would make it really difficult if they started attacking you. Here we go. Is it mine? I think it is. Peace declared, Peter and Barbara. So, is the region mine? It is. So, what does that mean? It does. It means everything is mine now. Well, we very much need to decide what we're doing over in Bernbach. So, let's go through. Well, actually, it requires us. So, clay, berries, wild animals. They've actually reduced those, by the way. A little bit of iron. So this is going to be industry. I think we make this clay. Clay everything. We've noticed that the AI doesn't seem to go past tier 1 houses, at least early on anyway. So we're going to look for some kind of industry. Trade routes for iron ore and salt are free to establish. Iron ore and salt import value minus 30%. Retinue cost is doubled. Improved armorers. Okay, let's have a look. Right, this Origins of the Woodwright Journeyman. Improved bowyers and joiners. So warbows, crossbows, small shields and large shields. Export is plus 20%. 50% less fuel consumption. Militia combat effectiveness plus 10%. So we do all our hiring from this town. Now, bear in mind, once you've unlocked this, you can't do anything. But mining is less. So I don't know if that's right. I'm trying to find which one is best for mining. There isn't actually... There's this blacksmith efficiency. I might just do that. Or we just need workshop efficiency. So when we start doing clay, we'll be good. Oh, okay. So of the Vokland we're going to go with, because we've got... all minor trade base export values increased by 50%, so clay would be one of them. We have an infinite clay mine. And increased capacity for forage goods. We don't have farming here, and we have the upgrade for hunting grounds. So we are going to unlock of the Vogtland on this one, and then our third area will then be of something else. So what we need to consider is how well everything is set up. Now, I think they're certainly set up better than we are. Nothing's upgraded yet though, right? So that makes perfect sense. I think we can go ahead and try and earn a bit of cash. We will need some production though, so we need to figure out where they've got all the buildings. So logging camp, that is a very silly place for it. But we also don't want to take over that, so let's move it over here. I'm not a fan with how they've set everything up, to be honest. Like, why is there a woodcutter's lodge over here, you know? Now, they do have a lot of families, though. I won't deny that. We'll get these moved over. The good thing is they've already got large granary upgraded and the large storehouse. So we're all good on that front. Now, they do have a trading post, so let's make sure that we have the livestock in here. We need to make sure we can actually house them. Yeah, we've got enough stable space. And then what we're going to do is a bit of in-trading, right? We're going to have to obviously import tools. And we'll always get 3 of those in. We're exporting, to be fair, minor trade. They make good money from exporting planks now that I've got that upgrade. But we'll say we want to keep 20. And we will just hammer out those. There is a lot of timber here. So we want to make sure this is first. It costs a tool to move buildings now. I just want to double check we've got all the spears. We only need 1 more spear in there. And then we're good. I think... Have we got any in? We do. So I'm going to go ahead and turn off the spear trade. Although, no, we're fine. We can keep the 5 in, right? I think that's sensible. So if anyone dies, we're good. Now we want to look to try making a bit of cash. And each region has its own wealth now. So there is a full region wealth. So you see we've got 251 here. 658 here. So it's not anything we need to be concerned about. So we should be able to... I can't remember whether that was a thing, actually. I might be talking absolute rubbish. But what it does mean is we can get our tax office going over here as well. So the manor is in. I'm going to take away the tithe tax. It looks like we got good food over here. Lots of game and berries. And loads of beetroot. So what we'll need to do is go through and double check what things they're working with here. But I am going to go ahead and get a couple of upgrades in. Got burgage plots without businesses in now, look. It's actually not a bad idea sometimes now, I imagine. So I'm going to raise a spear militia from Burenbach as well. And there's now an attachment you can put on here as well. So trade available in 26 days for this, plus 1 small game every 7 days on the hunting ground just for having it. That's great. Just trying to find where the berry picker is. There it is. You've got to hold tab, haven't you? So forager's hut's over here. We'll get that maxed out. Because, oh no, there's none in there, so we want to pause that, sorry. And then we should get the double on this. And then if we go into environment here, we'll see this has a 5%. So these environment related stuff is completely different over here. So efficiency is slightly different. I'm going to upgrade our granary now that we've got the stone. I'm also going to add more people into the storehouses just to get things done. And what we need is this variety in. So we need more growth is what I'm thinking. This is a meat holding. So I think we're okay on protein. It is the winter. It's February, so we'll be okay. Protein seems to be all right. We just need more veggie gardens. We're going to have major fruit before long. And what did we say that we wanted? Yeah, there we go. You just hold tab, you can see it. I was trying to figure that out, but we're good. Then we just need apples in there. Now, these guys... Oh, medium village in Burnbach. We've only got 4 unassigned, so we've got to be careful on how we do this. But I am going to upgrade these as well. And then we're going to go deal with this bandit camp. And then we're going to look at the intertrading between R2 to see if there's anything good that we can make come of it as well. Right, let's go ahead and see if we can start produce. I'm just checking all of these houses. They all seem to have tier 1 related jobs. So we're going to, in fact, have to build a couple of different ones. And I think for some of these, we actually want to make them... Ah, we can't turn them into small holdings in this settlement either. Yeah, that's right. It's possible that this may well become a bigger settlement here, guys. This is pretty good. So I'm going to get in a couple more houses this way. And these are going to become smaller businesses here. So tier 2 related businesses, hopefully. And I'm partly tempted to destroy some of these out. But some of them are just basic burgage plots. So we can have those working in stuff. Still want to get the upgrades because more money is good. So do we get... I'm just double checking. We get every trade that they had set up, right? And I saw hides there. Yeah, look, we get every single hide and pout trade that they had set up. So we're going to just turn everything off to reset it as well. Keep that in mind when you take something over then. We're going to want to get ale and stuff. So the main thing is then we need to probably buy the ale over here, send it over here. I'm also going to go ahead and get the mining pit. It's so far away. It's kind of annoying how far away it is, but we will do it. We've got the tool. And then we'll get in a road straight from here. We're going to try and get the church to level 2. So I'm going to try this. We're going to go export 0. And then we'll see if we can get these across. So we're now at a larger village over here anyway. But I want to see if we can... If I put this down, say, to, I don't know, 90. We'll see if they then export. So I see the beetroots in. And then trade over here. I just want to test it out, to be honest. We untick that one. It's only 2 to import them. So we'll say, let's always have 10. When those will come in from our other settlement. That's good. So we will need to up the shoe amount. We have shoes in. I don't see shoes in here. There they are. Shoes are in here. So they should now be coming into this. I'm not sure whether we need more people in here, though. The problem we have at the moment is there's too many... Yeah, you got to be careful when you turn the jobs, haven't you? I'm going to get another one in here to see if we can get... I'm just looking. So you have common goods. There's no clothing store. So you need to make that directly from the cobbler shop. I don't think you can do that anymore. Okay, over here then we're going to look to trade in some weapons just so we can fill out this spear militia here. So we're going to import 5. We'll unlock that trade route and we're going to go for some large shields. And we'll grab that as well. We'll just keep that at 5 straight up. And then we'll figure out our production here now. So we're going to want to get this turned back on. We're going to hammer out some of the berries. We've got hunting happening relatively fast. Let's get the hunting grounds to get that one upgraded. And we're going to also get some more production in. So some tier 2 production. We just need to wait for these to get moved into and changed. Can we... Can I? Yeah, I can. So we're going to change this, I think. Let me just check. Because we've got the hunting grounds, there's no real reason for too much. Like you see this one with pigs. I think that's irrelevant. Yeah, we'll get our cobbler's workshop in there. Let's change another one as well. So we'll keep... Again, we'll get rid of the pigs, but we'll change that to a... Let's produce the shields. We'll get that one to a joiner shop as well. Then over here, we'll get the workers mine in. I should be able to snap this straight to the road there. And then from that, we'll get the industry of clay furnace. So this is going to be... Oh, we haven't got that yet, but this is going to be a really good money earner. So we're going to use this as our main clay. I could probably send those over to here after this one runs out for the upgrades. Obviously, we've got a lot to go on these ones, but... So we'll try and make these intertwined, and then we'll look to expand into something that would then become our weaponsmith of some kind. We're a bit unlucky on some of these. They're relatively far away. Yeah, there. Iron mine right there is going to be one of the stronger plays in the game, I think. Right, we'll get the remainder of the people in here. So we've got 3 left just there. We'll start just getting loads of clay in. And then once I've got, is it the planks? No, we've got 63 planks over here that we're using. I'm going to get in the clay furnace. Is it stone that we don't have? I think it is. Okay, so we're going to need to buy in some stone as well. And we may as well establish that. I don't think they're as prominent as they used to be, so it's really good. So we'll buy in. Let's go to 15. It seems to be the number we'll probably need on trading as well. Right, over here we want to get to the 480 ideally, so we want to get that done, and then we can unlock small shields, and then we can start producing those as well. I wish you could set a quota in one woodworking shop to do both. I still can't figure out these blinking shoes either. The only thing I can think of is I just need more people in the storehouse. The shoes are in there. I just need to keep an eye on to see if they actually go in. I've put an overstock on. They all just seem to be common goods stores at the moment. So, right, shoes are somewhere because I've just seen them be taken out. So, are they in a house anywhere? Yeah, there they are. They're in the commons goods store. Good. It just took a little while to get them moved over. So, we should see shoes going into the houses when they need them as well. Good. So, church access will be coming in really soon. And over here, we're going to get a clay furnace built as well. And I was thinking maybe a butcher's shop over here wouldn't be a bad idea. Butcher's workshop, because we have salt here. So we'll give it a go. I'll see if the sausages have improved. And we've got our stone to now get in our clay furnace. Beautiful. Right. Money and production is going to become very good over here. I know that we're getting the militia up at the moment. We see our first start the spear militia from this side as well. We are full over the other side. I won't be raising any more from over there, I don't think. I'm going to keep them as good as we can, and then we'll get this manor house kind of expanded as well. But I really want to save up to build the castle, so it's going to take some doing. I'm also going to try out some really sizable farms to see if they work. You've got to get them right, though. That's not like the best space, but we'll try a carrot farm over here as well, and then we'll get the apiaries the other side. This one's going to be producing a lot of food for us very soon in the way of fruit. So veg numbers have gone up a little bit. Just trying to balance it all. Meat I'm okay with. Going to try a couple of large farms in our second settlement here as well. So pretty large over this side, hoping that'll do something. We have enough people to probably get these guys upgraded. They do some weird fruit gardens and stuff over here. But I'm not too concerned. I mean, food, like I say, is fantastic over here. I think they've exclusively gone into beetroots though everywhere, which is not a bad play for tier 1 to be honest, and then you scale them up. And I can see that we are in fact buying the beetroots as well, just coming into the trade records to make sure it is happening. So imports at Manor, we can see we've bought 9 beetroots from our other settlement, which is great. We're in a surplus no matter what, so as you can see, large shields are making some big money here. So if we can get another one on small shields, we'll be feeling pretty damn good. Same goes for shoes. The problem is we need more hides, and I think that isn't going to be feasible because we're running off just a couple of goat farms at the moment. Now, the other thing I do want to point out, the burgage plot still have a pretty... So the doubles, tier 2 has a double pantry size than the tier 1, so your farms definitely worth upgrading. Now, there was me not wondering what it was. Look, it's mortar. So we want to grab 10. I don't know how we make mortar, but I'm quite... That's where you need in the castle planner here. This icon is mortar. Silly me. So we'll get that in as well. All right, we got our clay furnaces finished on both sides. I'll just get one person in there, hopefully to get us enough. And then I'll get one person in the mining pit as well, just to kind of keep it going. 2 per year, though, it costs on the old tools. We need a way to produce those other than buying them in. This is why iron is going to be a bit OP. Let's go to 6 of those. All right, we're going to turn these all into farms. Good. And then we can probably get apiaries at the bottom. You want to up the production immensely over here, though. Money is all gone. So we want to be able to export. We need to get the money now to increase roof tile export. We've got 26 in stock at the moment. We're going to no trade the planks for a minute. They're a bit expensive. And we can export pelts. So we'll say, I mean, we don't need, we can keep 10. We'll sell the rest. And there we go. We'll open the pelt trade. Doesn't, like I say, it's definitely changed. Doesn't increase too much. And then we'll see what leather is worth. All right, it's time for another woodworking shop over here after we've upgraded. And we've got our butchery in now. Let's take a look. So we need salt and pork. 1 salt, 1 pork makes 2 sausages. We have a little bit of pork in, so I think it would make sense for us to start mining this salt to have a look at it, right? Why not? Let's just get one in. Let's get you plonked there. It's really cool. There's way more options of becoming like, I don't know, turn a little town into just pure wheat. You know what I mean? I want to be able to do a bit of farming. It's definitely a lot harder when you take over a town, right? To get your bearings again. Oh, we're almost there on the old cut stone to get our upgrade to the castle. Although that is a bit much, right? Right, we got 56 roof tiles over here. The quicker we can get those unlocked, the better. So we probably want to turn off our imports. I'm going to keep the tool imports, but let's just double check there's nothing else. Because we really need to save. There we go. We'll say no more import the spears for a moment, and we'll just get that on top so we can really start to get money back going. We'll get just the tiles in, then we can up it. And actually, we don't even have a tannery over here, so let's get one in. We need planks. We've got coin. It's not enough for our roof tiles yet. 300, so we'll save that. And let's get people in the salt mine. So I've got room for one person to grab that. Hopefully it starts the butchery then. Don't have that many, to be honest. It's going to be mostly to get more pigs, so I might try and get a few more in. There's a couple of stations here. I'll probably save that tier 2. But we'll go ahead and get a couple more pigs in these ones. Alright, rather than committing to what we said, I think we have the roof tiles here. We do for the tier 2 wooden church. So we're going to upgrade wooden church in Mandlach. And then over here we should also nearly have enough. We just need to get some mortar. I was wondering if there is a building that can make mortar from the stone. Yeah, there is. Okay, lime kiln can make mortar. So actually, stone deposits are pretty good. This right here means we've got a pretty hefty business we can get set up. So actually, no, this is going to be mega. We're going to get mortar going on that, and we can actually start building crazy amounts. And we also want to set up the stone trade route, right? So we want to unlock this. So we'll say for now, let's just keep 100, and we'll open that trade route. Any over the top of that will be selling. And they're worth 7 a go as well, which is pretty handy. I now know why they put all this stuff in. Look at this, teaming. So the hunting camp is better if it's within an environment that is teaming. So inside of this, is that why? Or it increases that stat. I'm not too sure. I was just looking because each thing has like its own bit that it says. What I do know is we're about to start ramping up shoes over here. Well, anyway, we've made our money now, so I should be able to set up the roof tiles trade route. And then what I need to do is import dressed stone from the other side. So we need... How much dressed stone do we need for our church? 20. So we're going to say import 20 dressed stone from our own settlement. Then the other side will set that one up. And then we also need import... Is it 10 mortar as well for this, wasn't it? Yep. And that's what we'll need there. Then over here, rather than selling the stone blocks, we're going to actually change this up to our own settlement. So we'll make some money back from them. And mortar, we'll say we're going to set an export up of these. Actually, no, we're not. We're going to keep that. Yeah, we'll unlock this trade route because that is something we're going to be selling. So we'll get the mortar thingy done. We'll just make sure we get that in momentarily. So it now gives stone pits a serious reason to want them, to make the money. Oh, the money is rolling in, baby. We actually need to turn off the export of pelts as well. So no trade to that one because we want to be making, I think it's going to be shoes. So we'll be exporting shoe route. But we'll keep 40. So we won't be selling those yet. We'll let this kind of make its mind up, hopefully. There we go. Lime kiln is in. Got one spare to start knocking up some of that. So should bring us in some money. And I need to go deal with this. They only seem to steal from close by. So the bandit camp over here are stealing from the nearby towns rather than ours. We could go make a lot of money here. But what we'll do is just go deal with that ourselves. There we go. Quick. We lost one, but I don't know how we lost one there, but we'll take that. I might use these. Oh, we lost 3. I'm going to use these to go deal with everything. I did it pretty carelessly, obviously. Just going to send to my treasury at the moment. And we'll also go deal with these over here. Now, I do want to point out then, I think we're safe in saying that we've got industry going. So we've got the roof tiles over here ready and shoes. So roof tiles, shoes and main industry over here. We've also got a little bit of woodworking ×2. So we've got large shields here. So we'll go back to buying in the spears momentarily. And we've also got a joiner shop here, which 1 plank for 1 shield. We're going to say, well, we've already got loads anyway. But we're going to sell up the small shields as well. And we don't want any of those. And then we're going to import, once again, the spears. So we're going to finish off getting the rest of our spear militia in over here. You know what? I'm going to leave their units alone. Because, actually, I think the bandits are going to keep stealing from these guys. They'll keep them nice and small to take over. They haven't grown at all. This blessed little village here. These guys, on the other hand, definitely have. And obviously, I think we win if we kill both of those. So that is the plan. So we'll get a full army and go do the deed. I don't know if they're even going to attack us at the moment. So we're going to get the garrison retinue thing over here. We can build that already. So that should give us more retinue for ours. Does that mean we can raise another one? We'll see. And then we'll get ours up to 24 when we can. I think the only problem is my castle planner, I now can't reset without committing major changes. And that will cost us 121 planks. To be honest, I might get that done. I think we can do it now. Because I'm looking at timber and we have stupid amounts. And I think the only reason it's stopped at the moment is I've got a limit. So we're going to hit, we'll say, reserve of 10 timber, but let's hit 140 planks here. Let's see if we can get this done. Oh, I forgot to show our tier 2 church. There it is. Right, we've got our dressed stone from the other side, so that's one thing. We just need the mortar now, which we are crafting up, and then we can get our tier 2 church over in Birnbach as well. So, all looking good. Food's still pretty mega over here. We look at that small game, so much of it. And then we want to see how the sausages are performing. It's going to take a little while, but I do see that we have some in. So there is some use out of the salt, at least. I don't know to what extent it's good. What's this? Mutton. Okay, when you get the sheep in, then you get the mutton and hides. When you get the birth rates. Okay, so if you go into sheep's butcher shop, going to sheep, the butcher shop with the mutton would be the focus. But we see it coming in, so we just need more pork. As it stands, we've got 14 pigs, so nothing too crazy, to be honest. I've just thought shoes are very pointless over here. I've just realised they don't work. And I don't think you can change the tier 2s without demolishing them. The reason I say that is the tannery can only do hides into leather. Now, you need pelts. Clothing is going to be, I reckon. So, where's the one for that? Otherwise, there's currently no use for pelts. What I'm going to do in Birnbach is I'm going to start tithe taxing these guys. So, no idea why there's no approval loss. So, we're going to take 20% of their food. We'll see how we get on. Yeah, what we'll do is start taking food from these guys because we're soon going to be producing stupid amounts. We've got loads of it coming in and we've got plenty of people to work everything here as well. So I'm tempted to see if we can double our game yield. Now, I kind of want somewhere that I can sort stuff out clothing-wise, but I wonder if the clothing goes from the pelts. So I'm going to go ahead and demolish this cobbler shop, and I'm going to rebuild. Sorry, old cobbler shop. I know. We're going to come back with 2. We have raiders in, which I'm going to need to deal with. Enemy units. Oh, hello. Oh, this is going to be funny. I reckon they're going to burn down their town. They're going to burn down their town, aren't they? Well, little man, you are as good as dead. I am sorry about that. I can't help you in any way, shape or form because technically you're a rival anyway, right? Let's see if they come to us afterwards, though. This is going to be interesting, isn't it? If they just burn everything down. Oh, their retinue came out. Their retinue came out. Not many. All they have is 5 retinue. So, yes, it's going to be crazy when all the units come in, isn't it? You can have, like, crazy third-party large-scale battles. But it doesn't look like... Oh, retinue winning. No, retinue dead. 3 left. And I think their town's going to get burnt down once... Oh my god, look. I feel bad. Just make sure no one's near us. No, it is just them. I wonder if they'll go on to them afterwards and then we'll win the game. That would be hilarious. Oh no, they are setting fire to everything. It's time for war, yes. They have nothing to defend them at the moment. I feel kind of bad, but their church is on fire. Oh, the raiders have come through. I mean, it's not my city, so can't complain really. And so it burns. Oh dear. I don't know whether I'll still need to claim the region, but it looks like the whole thing is just dead. Wow. Right, rather than getting too excited, let's see what they do afterwards. They have burnt down this town, so we no longer have them as an enemy. I think we would need to claim this site. So all we basically need is to get our influence up enough to be able to do that. But it looks like they may now be heading. Let's see if they come to me or spot them on the way. We'll see. Just going to get my units out ready. I'm not going to get my retinue, though. I'm just going to grab these guys. I'll keep the retinue at home. But we'll just put them inside, just in case they decide to come this way. We'll be ready for them, because I don't know if they're in these trees. So we'll have everything good to go. Yeah, I think it's going to be epic when the enemy towns can grow and have their own armies. It doesn't look like it's quite there other than retinue at the moment, so it's going to be really cool. But I can actually afford my own thingies as well now. Yeah, we're just going to stand here in defensive stance just in case. We'll get the archers up here. We're already making big bucks. At the moment, it's just a case of getting our thingy up to take over the next town, right? So we go out onto the map. I think they are just now gone. It still shows... I don't know whether you need to take over all outlaws as well. I have no idea, but outlaws are the black ones. That's why the bandit camps keep coming. But I wonder whether it's just these two. I can't remember, but we'll try and claim another one as soon as possible. It does look like, I will say it, clothing is bugged. So the shoes will not go distribute to the house. And I say that because they are in our marketplaces, but not a single house has got shoes. So nothing I can do on that, unfortunately, to get to tier 3. It does look like it is not working. Anyway, let's go and kill this bandit camp. So I think we can claim these regions anyway with 1,000, can't we? Here we go. So we should be okay. I think it's worth noting that the shield wall seems to be the way to go when you're in... Can't do it in a dense forest, which is fine, but definitely the way to go. So we'll just stand these guys here. I don't want my archers there, though. We'll pull those guys back. Coming around here. Get them sprinting, though, so we can shoot across. Get these to collapse him. And then get these to shoot on the side. Go, go, go! It's going to be insta-death here. And then we'll get these guys just to sprint over and take the bandit camp. Just for that influence. This one is gone. There is nothing left of this town other than some villagers and some ox. 1 ox and 1 horse. Bless them. Oh, they're all dead. Don't ask me how I'm down to only 32 archers. I think they might have got caught in the battle there. I think the other ones will send this way to go and take this one. Alright, 1.3k. I would be tempted to take this one. Just to be neighbouring with them. It's not a massive map. Each zone is pretty big. But yeah, there's nothing too crazy. Alright, are we ready? We are ready to commit. So, a giant castle, I say giant, a big walled castle with walkways is ready. So, I mean, that's pretty cool. Now, the only other way I can maybe see around it, which I want to test, is if I do this. So, I go no to the commodities. So, clothes and shoes, we say no. And then we get in a separate storehouse over here. We'll get that one the highest priority here, so it's done before the castle. And then we set just shoes on this one, just to see if we can force it to work that way. There doesn't seem to be any bandits in this one, actually. No one's there, so we may as well go take it. And you'll go into my treasury again. There we go, and home you come. Right, I'm going to go ahead and build some houses further away now. These are going to be some more farms this side. I'm going to try and test some rather large ones, but we're going to do them narrow and long like this for individual families. It'll cost a little bit more, but that's okay. Just to see if I can start to bring in some more, because we want to see what sort of yield are coming from these. We've got nothing on these guys yet. It only shows the last 30 days, I think. So we've got to wait until the actual time of year. All right, there is another one. So any that come up then, we're going to make sure that we go and kill them almost instantly, because they are a risk. So we'll just get across the bridge for now, and then we'll go deal with this one, because that is free influence as well. I'm partly tempted to go take this anyway, but I don't know whether one of the other towns will try and claim it. I reckon I can still do that. So let's try this, for example. Let's claim that one with influence, and let's see if anyone presses the claim. If they do, I can grab my other remaining units that are over here and grab them. I can't imagine they would, because they don't actually have any units. These guys are pretty... They've got a decent sized little town, and they do still seem to be building a little bit, but there's not too much coming out of it, so... And we've got plenty of money should we need to buy some units as well. War on all fronts. Well, there you go, we got it. So yeah, there was literally no contested region for us there at all, so... I might keep these two for bandit camps to come in, and we'll go for these guys next. I'm not sure if I do need to deal with the outlaws first. This guy didn't actually disappear when I killed him off either, which is weird. Just don't know if there's a way to improve influence. There we go, I got a shield wall on. Just because it's fun. Just going to click away so we can see them. There we go. Yeah, you would not run into a spear shield wall with your little thingies, would you? Yeah, it's pretty good. And then we push them forward. It does cave in. What I like is how it collapses around them when you do the push forward as well. There's a pretty quick win there with no deaths either, which is nice. We're going to take shield wall out, and we're going to go and grab that. You get about 300 influence for each. I think the tithe is still cooking up a good amount for us, though. Okay, so this storehouse, let's just check if we can get this done. So, nothing but commodities. And then we get one family. Let's get a family in there, see if it works. So, in theory, they should build, if there's a free store location. I don't know if there is, actually. We might need a new marketplace. No, they've got one. They took over one. So, as the shoes go in there, hopefully, we'll be able to get them moving. They don't seem to be moving them out to do it. So we'll give it time. We've got over 1,000 regional wealth here now, though, which is pretty good. And 885 over here, so all pretty juicy. And the framework of our walls now coming in as well. It's going to take some time. Well, that's cool. We're going to just up tithe and food across these regions now. I think that's as good as it's going to get for us. We'll keep it pretty veggie here. I'm wondering how well honey sells if we look at honey as well. Does that no longer come under food? It's weird because honey comes under food as well. But it's also an ingredient over here. 100% going to be used in the bakery. So I reckon that Lebkuchen is going to be made with honey and wheat, flour, sorry. Look at that, we got 25 sausages. So sausages are pretty viable now, I would say, guys. Really good. Are we still not getting those shoes, though? How's this one looking? Nothing in there. No productivity. I think the shoes just haven't moved out of here. So any new pairs, hopefully, will go into the other one. So let's turn on the tannery again. Let's start the process of trying to make some more. So the new ones should go in here. It might be the existing. If that's the case, then that's fine. We can deal with that as a bit of an annoyance, but everything else should be okay. Now, these vegetables, I think we can make some as holdings, but I do want to upgrade these. Hey, I managed to get some shoes in. Right. So the question is now, do the shoes then come into here? So no house is yet to have them. I actually need this. I might demolish one of these, see if they rebuild. Which stall are you on? That's a food stall. You should be rebuilding. There we go. Right, so we got this stall rebuilt. Let's see if we can get the shoes into here. It's very busy. They do move around a lot smoother than before. Let's keep a close eye. I think I do need another marketplace, though, for sure. Let's just squeeze one back there for now, just to add on to this. And we'll get another one in the granary. Oh, cheeky bandits. Good. It's exactly what we need. These guys are pretty close, so we probably want to bait them in. Don't want to be fighting them uphill. We'll fight them over here real quick. Shield wall. Boom. And then we'll push forward. Should be fine. Good. Yeah, shield wall is mega. That kind of makes the other units, well, unless the other units have special abilities, shield wall is going to be the most powerful, for sure. Yeah, 100% got the right person in, but they're not bringing the shoes over from this one, so they just don't go into the marketplace. Oh, the taxes have started coming in pretty hefty now. We're okay. We're ready for it anyway. We've got plenty of cash coming in. And we're almost there on our build now. Look at that. It's still coming in. They're trying their little hardest to get it done. The families we do have. I'm just going to set the full export of these pelts then as well, because there is no point keeping them. I don't see a use for them unless I'm being really blind. You'll have to let me know, guys. Now, this takes forever to build. It has been going for ages, and they still are trying their hardest to get it done. Bless them. It is the final bits coming in, I can see, but then we've got to do the whole stone piece behind it as well. I'm going to go ahead and build some rather large orchards here as well. So over time, should we stick to farms actually? Let's go farms. We go a tiny bit more. Yeah, a couple of double farms over here. Just trying to up the sheer amount we can bring in. Just to make sure they're all happy. And then I think over here we're going to get some more. They're not bad size little mini animal farms we can do there as well. So it's worth, we got loads of money as you can see, but it's worth checking now that whether we are in a good place to do the small holdings on a few more of these. We want to try and get the yield coming in a bit more on these. I do think food, well, food is great anyway. The overall is really, really good here. We'll say the apples and that are still taking a bit of time, but they're coming in good. We've just got to wait for them to do their thing. I think it's worth us raising another spear militia here. Either in Burnbach, because why not? We've got the people, right? So as they come in, we may as well do it. And they come in with some good XP as well. And it gives us a reason to spend some of this money because we have too much of it. Look at that. We have 80 sausages in stock here. Butcheries are impressive now. I did see milk as well. I wonder, is that sheep milk? I don't see cows or anything like that. So do I try and, you know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to work on a bit of sheep just to give it a good test over here. So we're going to get, I think, what is it? The animal livestock trading post. There we go. All right, let's get one of these in. And then let's also get in, we'll deal with that in a minute. Let's also get in a bunch of houses. Just enough to be able to deal with these lot as well. And let's go deal with this bandit camp. Nice and close again. I think by the time we kill this one, we should be easily. So I think shield wall plus push forward and a big straight line is an incredible way to do it. So we're on 2k. I'm going to take one of our rival settlements now. So we're not going to take the burnt one. Obviously, there is no point. We're going to go to the one that is joined to us. But I really want to test out sheep also. Right, it belongs to my treasury now. 3.7k. I think what I'm going to do is get in. Turn off that. I'm going to get in the, what's it called? Mercenary. Look at this. Ravenous vultures. Well-disciplined fighters. If we grab those, we can utilize these. Where are they? Oh, look. They're coming in over here as well. So we can just get these over here. The old ravenous vultures. And come this way. I'll keep you well balanced for now. And we're going to press a claim on this region here. And this will be mine. So we'll see where the gauntlet throws. They should have a cheeky little retinue. Okay, that's fine. So all we got to do is just stand in here. I'm not going to talk to you. Go away. We now have this rather large army that can do pretty much everything for us. And we can afford them like crazy. So it is absolutely fine. I can't get over when this burnt down. They're just all gone. All the villagers. It's just animals left in the little... Oh, it's quite sad, actually. I'm pretty sure Hansgrass... Yeah, Hangstrass will be mine afterwards. It's actually quite a big town that they've built. So thank you for that. That would be wonderful. As our little second here. Then we just need... How much do we need? 3,000... 4,000 influence to take over the rest. I'll try this one next to see if it allows us. But that should be everything. Oh, look. Look, guys. Ignore the derpy fence there. I don't know why it's done that. That's really annoying. But these are... I can see what you mean. Surely they should be on the inside. I've done it the wrong way around, haven't I? I don't really know. What it does mean is I can make my retinue rather large. And upgrade them if we want. I'm not going to upgrade them yet. We need a chunk of this money. Yeah, we can. May as well make them heavy. They are defensive. Okay, all retinue upgraded as well. Can I put them on the wall? So if we, I don't know, bring them out and say no running. Oh, I can. I can put them on the inside of the wall. Doesn't make much sense, but is there a way I can... Right, I just want to have a look here. Because this is rotating. Is that right? So will that flip it the right way? Problem is, this will cost us the same again. I think I'm happy to kind of commit that. Yeah, that flips it the correct way. And then this one, we seem to be okay. So let's commit that one flip. That's going to take them some time to build. Right. I tried flipping the walls, but it crashed the game twice. I'm not going to... I'm leaving it well alone. I'm sorry, guys. It's going to have to be a backwards wall. I've lost 10 minutes of the save because of it, so I'm not going to touch it. Right, whilst we wait, we're going to build a small settlers camp over here, and obviously royal tax coming in there. We're going to go over this way. I'll keep this settlement really quite small. We've got mushrooms and fishing. It's August. It's probably not the time to be doing it, to be honest, but... I might send them in with plentiful, and then we should be okay. So we will start this out, and we can do this a little differently because there is no need to get the logs just yet. We can get those in straight away. So we'll get the granary in as well. We'll probably get the granary first, to be fair. Let's put that the highest, and then we'll get the storehouse in as high. I should be able to get this going rather fast, so we'll see. I'm just going to go around the back of the houses here too. There we go. And then we'll get in a little marketplace over this way. So third little settlement, the reason I'm doing it is to build influence quickly. So quickly building a town basically increases that as well. And what we'll do, well, I'll let them all just finish that before we move on. We'll get one in each just to fill that out. And then we'll get the marketplace here. Logging camp ready over there. Really straightforward. We'll get all the basics in. Shouldn't take long for families to start moving in to this one. I may even be able to get a couple in here actually. And we'll just build... How many logs have we got? Let's get maybe 2 here. Those 3 will do. And then with the coins, we could probably get some of these in. We're going to need planks before we can do that though. There we go. 54%. So should have them in as soon as we got the house. There's a small village. I think this one is farming. So if we go efficient farming, elevation, cheaper animal imports, mining speed. Or maybe not then. Yeah, it's just farming at elevation then. Mining speed increase, cheaper animal imports. There's not really any in here that would be a huge benefit to us. We've got a bit of iron here, but I don't see any reason for that. I mean, we could import animals, make sheep over here. Maybe that's a good one. And then farming. Let's try it. Farming elevation. All artisan workshops efficiency -20. I don't think we'll be going any further anyway. That is fine. So yeah, when we get a couple of families in, we'll get this next because we haven't got anything else. There we go. We've got a spare house here. We should get a family or 2 in. I can get them in the logging camp afterwards. Only 1.7, nothing too special. I'm ready to take back over that. We've got 1 camp over here will give us enough. Put them on the hill with a wide shield wall here. And then we'll go push forward, hopefully. Might lose a couple of units here because it's on the hill, but I think it's okay. Yeah, that's fine. Good. We'll take that influence, and then I can press claim again over there. Hopefully it didn't crash. And we'll go to treasury because I want to start keeping all of those units for myself. And then we're going to press claim to Hangstrasse again. And we've got the units over there ready. Thank you very much. So yeah, if we can get this one... Well, let's get these guys in here. So we'll get 2. We've got 6 families now. So we should be able to start working on pretty much everything. We've got 6 months... Was it 7 months of fuel yet? So we don't need to worry about that. But we do need to worry about getting planks in. So we'll need a couple of logs. So let's just smash 3 in there. We'll work on this settlement. If we build this one out, we'll obviously gain the influence as well. There it is. We're able to get the plank shop in. And with a little bit of extra coin, I'm going to order an ox. There we go. 7 families over here. That didn't take long. We're only in October. That was nice and easy. So I should be able to go ahead now and get some more houses in. If we have enough. Now I'll try and get this one up and leveled up nice and quick. We'll need to choose a food source as well. So we have... fishing and berries. We don't want to grow too much because I don't know. Yeah, they've all gone. So fishing will be first. And we'll put this... I actually want it really close to it because it looks cool. We'll put it there. And then we'll bring the road. Nothing dead straight in this settlement. We'll bring that through there as well. So we've got 3 months of food. It might be a bit of a struggle over here. I think I need to get in probably a couple of chicken slots. So we'll go ahead and do that. Just to make sure we survive here. Probably just get straight 5 chickens, to be fair. We'll let those guys do it. Have we got more? How much is chicken? Not very costly, so that'll do. We'll just go all chickens. We're going to be getting sheep quite quickly over here, hopefully, anyway. And then we'll get all these expanded beetroots just for the tithe, because farms and tithe over here is going to be how we get all the food in. Now, we make a lot of money. Let's turn off the export now of our friendly beetroots, because we get enough over that side. Maybe we could import something else. I don't think it's necessary, though. We seem to have quite a bit, so I will just leave it. And let's just make sure we can get through this winter here. December, it's going to be pretty bad. Hopefully we pull in a little bit of chicken. 18 chickens, so I see eggs already, which is good. So hopefully we can tick that over and people won't die. Although actually, it looks like we got a bunch of fish. No, we're fine. We've got loads of food. So what's the issue here? Fuel. Well, that's good, because I've got a woodcutter's lodge. So we'll get that in as well. And peace declared. So we have taken over. Thank you very much for being so lovely. Next is Naswees. I'm just going to leave these guys stood here until we fight. I'll use these guys against bandit camps as well. So if they pop up, we'll probably just keep them in the middle here. So if they do come about, we'll take them out. That is 4 of 7 owned by us now. I think we've used this one as a good test of all the mechanics, to be honest. Let's continue to press a few houses this way as well. Just right by the corpse bit, you know, as you do. And these are going to be farms again. Okay, so over here then, let's put in, well, let's see first what this region has. So it's pretty generic. It's iron mining. So a mining origin would be really good here, right? Mine integrity. No. Thinking this. Blacksmith efficiency. Which would, yeah, it would be this. Handyman strength. Livestock efficiency. Yeah, I think we go for the Smiths of Passau on over here, because that means that when we do iron and stuff over here, we should be good. Now, they haven't gone that crazy on anything at the moment, but what it does mean is I should be able to take a little tithe tax from them, and then we build out some extra houses here for food. So because this is clay as well. This one is crazy, but the main one is going to be the iron mine. We don't have any stone. So did they put marketplace down? It's hard to see what you need, right? Food variety is pretty lacking over here as well, so we'll need to fix that. We do have a fisherman's hut, though. I know it's cold, but look how many people they have over here. This is crazy amounts. We're up to 239 population total. I don't think I'm going to upgrade any of the houses, but what we will do is make sure that we get in a few different extra farms to bring food in. At the moment, these guys seem to live purely off meat and fish. There's some good beetroots, though. So we'll kind of leave it. Hangstrass is this one. It's fine. Whatever happens to you, happens to you. At the moment, we just want to build. I just can't get over how many families are over there right now. And then over here, we want to continue to get this going. So we want our first lot of farm houses to come in. And we'll do some slightly longer ones over here. And that should get us leveled up as well. Got a couple of houses over here without anything in. So I'm just going to utilize those to try and bring us some food. Like that one. Why would you have honey in such a big plot? Let's get some veg in there as well. But it is the AI. I can't blame them too much. Getting some more beetroot there. We'll put carrots in that one, I think. And then once we get into March, we'll be fishing again. Should be fine over here. The bandit camp. We'll deal with this with our local squad. We have a pretty hefty army if anyone was to try their luck anyway. So we should be able to get up on the hill for this one. There'll be another 300. We need, how much did I say? To 4,000 influence to take over the rest of these There we go. Nice and easy. Give me that bandit camp. And each site we have, let's go straight back to the treasury. We're making so much money now. It's crazy. King's tax obviously is going to take a chunk off us, but we've got more than enough, and we'll keep this army just stood about at the moment. Thinking what we can sell over here. Let's get a marketplace in. Try and make a little bit of cash. And the manor house. To be honest, I can build the manor house really quickly, which will give us the influence. Let's get that. Commit a basic manor house there, and then we'll get in the marketplace. Yeah, let's get trading post next to it as well. It didn't take long to build a small village over here with the correct resources, right? One major thing I'm forgetting, and that is a well. Let's get that in as well. Yeah, I think all of these ones that decided to go honey, I'm going to switch to food of some kind. So, as good as that is, I don't think there's nothing to... We can't do anything with them at the moment, so let's just flip them over. Food shouldn't take long to pick back up. I think we have the... It's like this, the forager's hut all the way out here. That is really silly. The reason it's silly is because, well, it's not crazy. No, it's fine. We want it there, actually. That's good. I know it works to have it a little bit closer to the foragers, but it's fine. We'll get those guys in with the herb as well, and we'll just try and pull in all the food. Should be fine with berries and fish for the moment. I want to know what they're trading over here, because there's a lot of money coming in. For some reason, there's loads of cash in this region, but... And 4 people in the trade thing with no one actually using it. Alright, we'll trade in the tools, so we're always going to need those. We'll make sure there's always 3 in, so we can rebuild this clay pit. It looks like they may have been doing clay, but something destroyed them, so we'll get them back in. Food's coming up nicely now. We're on 1.3k for building that thingy. So that's good. And now we've got that. There should be a stupid amount of tax we can do tithe-wise for these guys. I don't need their money, but I can take their 10% of their food at the moment. And then when we get some cash in from the trading post, from exporting our, let's say, planks for a moment, we'll get a little trade route on that one. We'll say we just want 10. And then we'll get in the veggie gardens, hopefully. So we'll start building them, and then we'll buy the seeds when we can. Then we need a church, and I should be able to upgrade these as well. So we get nearly 100 a month from tithe at the moment. We would need planks for that. So I think our saw pit, let's get that back on with 2 people in. I'm going to try one more time to flip these around, because they are disgusting. Doesn't like it if I do both at once, though. Am I not allowed? There you go. See if we can do that. This is probably going to crash my game again, but I've saved it, so it's fine. I'm not going to click on it again. I'm just going to leave them to do it. I don't want to break it. Okay, band of raiders then. And they are over this way. Okay, coming to burn, are you? No problem. When you take over the other settlements, you don't get their retinues, unfortunately. So there is that. Now, good news is we have these 2 spear lot that we can get over quite early on to save anything from burning down. So let's get a nice shield wall with these guys. Get them, guys. Oh, we're a little bit delayed on that one, but I reckon we'll be able to kill them anyway. Yeah, we're fine. They all dead. Lose a few units here, but they didn't have any chance of getting in, so we can turn shield wall next to each other. This time we are good, so you've got no chance. Or maybe you have. No, we'll leave these to deal with it. They're relatively, for some reason, quite strong against these. Let's get them both in. Oh, we lost loads. That's okay, though. Didn't need you. And that gave us loads of influence when they came, so exactly what we needed. Let's go take over the burnt town, which is kind of sad, but we're going to do it anyway. Don't know where the thingy is, but that gives us enough for 2 zones. We'll press towards this, and we'll see if we can take control. And I'll stand directly over here just to see. Cool. So we can stand in here. Well, they have nothing because they're burnt to the ground, so not a lot they can do. We should easily take this one. And then we've got 2 left, so 915 influence. We ideally want bandit camps to pop up a couple of times because we need 2,000. So we'll be 1,000 short. There'll be like 12 months of just going. So for reference, we are 7 years in. So I'm keen to pretty much just win the game at this point. So I can look to how I'm going to optimize and play the game differently. But there we go. They are building it this time the right way around, guys. And as far as the tithe goes, we're only... Yeah, we're not giving too much away. So actually it would take 2 years. I have lots of bodies to bury. So let's go ahead and get a corpse bit over here. Now, I've got a feeling that once we take over this one in the 40 days, it will be game over. We'll have to see if I'm right. Because it seems weird. I was only meant to take out these guys, not the bandits. So now I think about it, that makes a lot of sense. If I take over this, it's weird that when it got burnt down, it didn't count as the win. But I'm sure that... Oh, okay. They have a manor house over here. Not everything is burnt down. It would have been nice to destroy it all, but... Even with all that said, though, we have a stupidly strong, well, everything, to be honest. Money, army. So let's just check so you can see. Overall, at the moment, we're on total, well, each one. Let's just go through. So Manlack, 1,305. Frost check, now 162. Actually, that's a good point. We need to get their veg in. We'll just give all of those beetroot for now. And no, we are not ending this conversation. And Burenbach is almost 3k as well. This one has been a moneymaker. So I would say roof tiles. Roof tiles are an impressive thing to sell, to be honest. And pelts are making pretty good money as well. So they're 3 a pop. So just exporting straight pelts is worth a lot of money. And I see hides worth 5 as well. So actually... if we turned on that, it would be pretty impressive too. So there's loads of things to consider throughout all of it on what can make quite a bit of money. We're trying to obviously export shoes if we get them, but we're not making too many. Because I can't see a way. So if you do find out a way, by the way, to do with pelts, to convert them, I have a feeling it might be clothing. I don't know. Like, it'd be cool if you could make some... or whether pelts should be converted into leather as well, a different kind. I don't know. So we'll see. Oh, there's some bandits stealing from me as well. They're over here. I'll let this finish off first, just in case. And if it doesn't carry on, we'll go deal with those bandits. Because as it stands, we were ready anyway. All the way through. And I still love those mountains in the distance as well. They look incredible. They really do. Oh, the sad state of affairs. The animals still stood here. Okay, we won the battle, and yeah, it did take over, so you don't need to kill the bandits. Also good to know, because there's that one achievement now where you got to beat the game without using any units, right? So I'm wondering if you hire 1 unit, take 1 out, get money from the bandits, then push on, take them out as quick as you can. But it's 90 days, so you'd have to accumulate enough for that amount of time. But there we go, 2,422 days done. A good little look at the new update. There's quite a few options now. I'm interested in seeing and doing some different types of runs to make money. Let me know your thoughts, guys. Tell me about the hides as well. I really need to know. And if you aren't subscribed, please do. As always, I hope you have a fantastic day. I'll catch you in the next one.